This image shows a man holding the Rhodesia Herald. Before he even finishes reading the first sentence of an article, his brain is already processing the bold headline and making assumptions about the story. Effective reading is an active investigation that begins with prediction. Unlike a novel, a nonfiction text is designed to inform, explain, or describe actual events and verified facts. When you approach these texts, you have to distinguish a random guess from a logical prediction. A guess is a thought with no backing. A logical prediction is directly anchored in specific, observable evidence found on the page. By making predictions based on physical evidence, you stop acting as a passive consumer of information and become an active investigator of facts. This layout shows a mock newspaper article about climate change. Before reading the body text, you identify specific physical features to ground your inquiry. You build your initial predictions by looking at titles, illustrations, bold print, italics, headings, and subheadings. You process these initial data points using the DRTA framework, or Directed Reading Thinking Activity. This is a continuous cycle where you predict, read, confirm or revise your ideas, and then continue. If the text contradicts what you originally thought, you have to let go of your initial assumptions. You cross out your old prediction and write a revised one based on the updated data. To make this process manageable, you apply a strategy called chunking. You break a long, intimidating text down into smaller paragraphs, which gives you natural stopping points to run your DRTA cycle. You pause to apply this cycle of predicting and reviewing at 3 distinct stages: at the beginning, in the middle, and the end of the text. Comprehension is a continuous loop of testing hypotheses and refining your understanding against the evolving text. This graphic shows a KWL chart, the Flummel organizational tool used to manage complex factual information before, during, and after you read. The K column stands for what you know. You brainstorm your existing knowledge here to establish a baseline before reading begins. The W column tracks what you want to know. A common error is writing simple statements here. Instead, you must format these points strictly as questions you want the text to answer. Finally, the L column records what you have learned. Used post-reading, you confirm facts here to directly answer the questions you posed in the W column. This photograph shows workers outside a building with Cadbury and Fry signage. Pause here, look at the evidence, and formulate one W question based on what you see. Anchoring nonfiction data directly to your formulated questions prevents you from becoming overwhelmed by new information. These strategies are highly effective in collaborative group work. When reading in mixed ability and mixed gender groups, you share leadership roles to ensure every member contributes to the inquiry. During peer review, you evaluate your group members' predictions strictly on the strength of the textual evidence they provide. This grid summarizes your 4 core tools for mastering nonfiction: identifying text features, structuring with the KWL chart, cycling through the DRTA process, and chunking the text. Consistently applying these strategies to factual texts builds the confidence and critical reasoning required to navigate real-world information independently.